Went over the crowd. By the way, my name's Emily, for you guys who don't know. So tonight, first, for the open mic, we have the wonderful Kayla Meltzer. So that means, Peter Gallery.
This is a song I wrote. It's called Worthless.
Wait, do you want a mic?
Sure.
Yeah, Caleb? Yeah, get it, Caleb.
I'm a little shorter than you.
Is this good for you?
If my head could talk. Oh yeah. I think I'll be alright.
Come on, sing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is a song I wrote. It's called Worthless. It's told she was worthless. She believed that my walk home was longer than it ever had been. And she sat at the edge of her bed with a bottle of pills in her hand. That love was conditional. Always had to walk on eggshells. Always had to watch for God's sake. They cared too much when I didn't make the grade. They told me I was worthless. When I believed them, and that my walk home was longer than it ever had been. And I sat at the edge of my bed with a bottle of pills in my hand. Oh no. Why won't they talk to me? Some days I'm not good enough. Some days they won't even look at me. Do they know they make my life so tough? Oh, and they told me I was worthless. When I believed them, and that my walk home was longer than it ever had been. And I sat at the edge of my bed with a bottle of pills in my hand. Oh no! No one caught the footsteps down the hallway match the beating of my heart. She knows, oh she knows. Baby, please don't go. And she told me I was worth it, but oh, could I believe it? And that my walk home was longer than it ever had been. And I sat at the floor of my bed with my head cradled in her hands. Oh no.
So I also forgot to mention that if your piece is longer than 3 minutes,
Back off.
yeah, I'm cutting you off, basically. So yeah.
Mine's definitely 10.
Well, I'm glad I'm cutting you then.
3 minutes. I'll go listen to Gregor and Dallas for 10 minutes.
Next we have Haley and Carly doing a duet piece.
All the way. Collaboration.
Not that one. You want it, actually? Okay, you can have it.
only doing it because you didn't.
It was high school. I'd never met him.
He told me I left him.
But parties are always nice.
We decided to go to his place to have some time alone.
And beer had never chased vodka so well.
It was before school on a Wednesday. He was a senior.
Asleep in someone's brother's room. I was asleep in seconds.
We got to his house, but I was nervous.
He opened the door.
I pretended not to know why I was there.
I thought he was a friend.
He got frustrated and
Pushed me into the
bed.
pillows, so I couldn't speak.
I said no,
But I shoved at his arms.
weakly. He pulled off my skinny jeans.
I didn't even feel my shirt come off.
Even through my underwear, his touch was too rough.
Rough calluses covered my mouth, reeking of marijuana. I tried to shut him out.
I tried to push him off,
But he kept going.
I was naked, trapped on his bed.
The liquor consumed me, numbed me,
His mouth punished me for resisting.
and he moved me in whatever way pleased him. When he was done with me,
he demanded I repay him.
he left a cold, sticky mess on my stomach.
Kiss it.
Let me get that. When he was done with me,
My shaking hands could hardly button my pants.
I could smell the blood between my legs. When he was done with me,
I had to hide the bite marks from my mom.
it was my word against his.
Even though all I wanted was for her to tell me I didn't deserve this.
Even though I knew I would be shamed for the truth. It was his fault.
Even though I was supposed to enjoy it.
Because I was too drunk to have an answer.
I was confused and ashamed.
I was used and degraded.
And I was his for another 11 months.
But I never saw him again. I was the silent victim. Because I dressed slowly.
Because I was 13.
Thank you, ladies. Next we have Connor Jordan. It says National Bird next to it, and I think that's the name of the piece, but I want to call you that. That's your name. National Bird. This is National Bird, you guys.
Testing. 2 3 2 3. Okay, I'm sorry. I rarely use these. Can anyone just hear me anyway?
Don't back up too much, though.
Right. The American crow, a new symbol for a new state of being. Wise, the bird puts food away for the future and drops seeds for the well-being of the world. Bald eagles, they don't shout like the movies. Why do we hide their voices? I see crows outside. They sift through faces of stone throwers and hand feeders alike. They live with us and act with us. They parade the streets like us. Black lumps line across bending electrical wires, screaming at each other for hours on end over crammed freeways. Where was our eagle? Posing for coins and photographs? Most of my friends never seen one. Why do we put pride in the unseen? We should be like crows. They don't take shit from anyone. When I walk down Idlewild Street, I see a whole swarm of them engulf a panicked falcon like a noxious fog. They mob, forming groups within moments and screaming at predators, calling out sneaks and tearing out their pride until they flutter away with pink asses. Goodbye, assassin falcon. I am not done yet. I wish we could mob like crows. Maybe we could defend our Constitution and tear it at the coattails of our predators. Goodbye, sneaky eagle.
Next we have the wonderful, his speaking to Lucy, Chris Morvez.
Damn it. Really?
I'm the white kid from ghetto school because it was the only one in the city that had a program for my 140 IQ. And I grew up being told I did brilliant, but I hated that. I did not want to be singled out by other kids whose brothers were doing time for murder and carjacking. I didn't want to be known as a smart white boy by kids whose parents were having harder time putting dinner on the table than mine did. But that's where they put me, in a school with a gifted and talented program, right alongside dirty condoms, used needles, and gangster rap. These kids, who I always feared would kick my ass, heard my last name, Morales, and took me as their own. That is when I learned what family outside of blood meant. Watching their backs just as they watched mine, I covered for their sins just as they defended my body, not letting jealous minds give me shit for reading. Excuse me. My best friend was an immigrant child who, without papers to prove his existence. And he watched his father die in Mexico City with bullet holes written after a failed kidnapping. You learn something when you're 7 years old holding your best friend at his father's funeral. It never paid anyone for me to be smart until my experiment on the photosynthetic properties of clovers and varying degrees of soil pollution won the science fair. Then they whisked me away to Sacramento to parade my brain in front of governors and lawyers. I dare say they should have named the new playground after me. I've always hated being smart, or at least being told that. I took it with a grain of salt and denied its existence. That's why, at 18, I joined the Army, taking what I thought would be the simplest job they had, a diesel mechanic, just to say on the other side of the intellectual fence that those that be built around me. Little did I know that this fence was raised by gray-haired men in suits, pounding their post-hole daggers into our intuition. This is when I learned what brilliance really meant. A Kentuckian can take an AK-47 and make a scrap iron run out of 2 pieces of metal. And make a truck run at 70 miles an hour. A kid from Ohio can shimmy his noodle arms into the dark recesses of an engine compartment, cut a hole through a firewall with a screwdriver, all to run wires to make a convenience that gives you hot coffee on the road. That is brilliance. And my intellect ain't got shit on them.
Yeah! This poetry class.
Thank you so much.
Flimsily fulgurating, the campfire was fatality, and decaying with it, me. I am the triumph of Prometheus when stolen from Zeus. I am the alliance ever lit for the unity of the Olympic Games. I do stare back at you when you survey me. I am a gateway into your leftover thoughts, unwanted thoughts. You play with my instincts, carrying my composition around in your pocket, to spark up your cancer stick, which is swiftly tossed to the forest floor afterwards. Here I am, not yet alive, still an ember, waiting for that gust of wind to heat its core and create me. I am defiant, taking advantage of that tossed cigarette. The helicopters will come too late. The fire trucks will be blocked by me, a wall murder red, engulfing each tree and puffing out the lungs of death like cotton candy. I am potential when that idiot tossed his cigarette butt to the ground and said, fuck it. Opening the door to my maximum potential, where I am incineration of an entire forest where no living creature can escape me. I am a cornfield maze for the fawn that runs in fear frantically before left in my mess, charred. I am the blame when your finger is left blistered. I am the culprit I am the culprit, the cause of your over-roasted marshmallow. I am the ceremony, dripping wax onto the sugar frosting of your cake. I hope you have homeowner insurance when I am tragedy, just in reach of the drink while you turn your back on me. Thunder is lightning's backup. Smoke is my sidekick. Even if you don't see me, you'll see smoke. I am danger. Parents teach you how to stop me, put me out. I am inspiration when that drive inside you starts up, and the same for your truck, turning that key, firing up your engine, the repetition of my creation. It starts with a spark.
This is for making me weak at the knees. It's for being as good as tattoos because the pain has never been better. And I'm strong, but I still want to feel your hands around my throat. This is for pinning my wrists because I said so, and for tasting just as good as the whiskey burned into my lips like the marks on my thighs from your cigarettes. This is for the fresh-made coffee in the middle of the night, and for wondering how I could be so intelligent if I was stupid enough to choose Vicodin and vodka over you when you were the one who made me want it. One of these is for the girl who didn't know, and for the fact that you didn't tell me. It's for getting mom plastered in a heart on your arm. And for all the bullshit cliches for every time they made me sick as they drip like stomach acid from your mouth. It's for being able to take my sweet time getting that stick out of my ass. For wearing what I want, getting called a cunt, saying fuck the past, making the good things last, because this is for me.
solids.
My class again.
You're not allowed to read it off the computer.
Yes,
Greg, you're
Lord.
cheating.
He's that guy. He's that guy.
He is that guy. At least it works right now.
It's me. Oh, bro, Pete knows what I'm talking about.
Sorry, I don't like to stand. You get me sitting, but yeah. It's called breathe. Breathe your life into me. Exhale the existence of your being. Breathe in the fire of your passion, only to exhale the clouds of dreams. Watch as they manifest into a physical being that only you can see. Breathe in virtue. Exhale the poison of hate and of guilt. Free your hate, free your guilt, free yourself. Guilt is only for the strong-willed, the strong-minded. Guilt is not for the weak. It will eat at your mind. It will plague your soul. It is the very essence of sorrow within. Not mind the pain, mind not the scars that follow. It will only happen again and again and again. However, compassion is measured by the depths of your sorrow. Feel compassion for the fallen, because they have once seen the darkest of wells. You have felt the worms crawl over your body as you lay in your own waking bed. You watch the stars dim and colors fade. Breathe in compassion for the weak, because you have felt the burden of the world. Beggars have reached out their hands, just as you have once done. Charlatans blind your eyes to liberate your stuffed pockets, just like you have once cheated the world. Witness compassion for the broken, broken in mind, broken in soul, and broken beyond all saving. Because you have lost your mind once, you have killed your soul once. You have been broken beyond all repair once. You are still broken. The mask you wear is forged from the pieces that just don't fit. Yet you still lie to the world. I see your missing pieces. I see the broken pieces you have tried to mend. I see the hole left within your chest. I see the child behind the mask, screaming for release. I see the same child in each and every one of you. I see the same broken child inside of me. So breathe. Breathe life into me. Breathe life into others. Others of different backgrounds. Others of different colors. Colors that only a blind man should see. Because you only see the surface. Unlike the blind man you sneer at, who sees the world for its true color. Breathe in the world you hate. Exhale the world you wish it to be. Because with every breath you take, there is a chance, a single chance, to breathe new life.
Thank you,
Thanks,
guys.
guys.
Wonderful. Next we have Kat.
This is in protest to the 15 dress code violations I had my senior year of high school. In our minds, we are reckless. We are unafraid. Our bare, spotted shoulders are not listed with cell phones and handheld video game consoles under distractions. And our voices are not listed with guns and Swiss Army knives under weapons prohibited on campus. We stand a chance. We are not ignored. And misogyny is just another corpse in the history books. But that's all just a daydream. I haven't set foot on a brick and mortar high school soil in months, but I still hear the horror stories. High school senior is told by the administrative office to get a breast reduction after being harassed for 4 years without a break by boys who just didn't know any better. A 6th grade girl faces expulsion because her natural hair is too distracting. She has to cut it or leave school. And I know it doesn't stop at school. We have our own horror stories. Like the one where a boy tried to pull her shirt down to prove to his friends that she had scars on her chest. And he escaped because of the ever-tiring boys will be boys excuse. Or the one where a guy 2 years older than me tried to assault me because his friends thought I looked like a whore. What about the horror story that is the fact that I can't talk to a man unless someone assures me that he's trustworthy? I know now that I did not lose my voice. I forgot it. We girls are taught to dissolve like science experiments. We are told that we can just shrug the patriarchy off, even when the patriarchy gets its claws out and draws blood. There is so much blood that I cannot bleed anymore. Not for it, and not for you. We are teenage girls, and you will not hear us roar. You will hear our pencils drumming against stereotypes. You will hear us marching, holding hands, our feet skipping like double dutch. And maybe you will never understand, but if you won't protect us, we will protect ourselves.
Yeah, girl. Who cares if boys are boys? They're pigs. Something to do with that. So sometimes you get a taste for the mic and you just don't want to get off. So Mona has a little something she wants to read.
Wait, what? Does this lower? Yeah.
It's already going down. Be careful. You got it, Mona. Turn it on.
I'll just hold it if it moves, okay? Okay. It's 2 a.m. and I can't sleep. Things are quiet. All I can really hear is the sound of your breathing beside me. Glancing over, I watch in the dim light as your chest rises and falls. I want to touch you, but I hesitate. What if you disappear? It's fragile here at 2 a.m. in the moonwash. Things are surreal, perhaps a little unreal. I must be gentle to this dream. Rolling to my side, I can see you better. You're less than a foot away, but yet still too far. The breaths you take when you move are deeper and heavy. You roll toward me. The light sits on your face so softly. I need to breathe. You hear me, slow and almost resistant, amber eyes, open for a second of connection before closure once more. And then a smile. Ah, yes, just what I needed. Maybe now I can get some sleep.
And that was something entirely different. Jeremy.
Let's go, Cats.
Courtney Reed, because she is another person who just can't get that taste out of her mouth.
"23 things that will probably piss me off.
Come on, Courtney.
If you don't replace the toilet paper roll, you will probably piss me off. If you use hashtags or say hashtag out loud, you will probably piss me off. If you wear glasses without the lenses, you will probably piss me off. If you say you don't believe in love, you are closed-minded, and you will probably piss me off. If you use the words dank, dope, titty bomb, jank, thirsty, beast mode, or any combination of YOLO and swag, I hate you. If you spell only wrong and call me stupid, you're a fucking moron. Only does not have an E in it. If you shove your religion down my throat, I'm sorry, Mom. I don't give a shit what God's done for you. Can you please stop tagging me in this God love you thing on Facebook? If you're blonde and your name sounds like Tiffany, I hate you. But someone already ruined it for you. If you oppose gay marriage and watch lesbian porn, you are worthless. Just go away and stop voting. If you don't like beer but are brewing it anyway, well then you're me. If you don't like country music, I don't really care. Just don't get in my car because that will not stop me from playing it. If you don't put away your shopping cart, if you don't tip it.
Oh, keep going. Keep going.
You can do it.
If you don't put your shopping cart away, if you don't tip 50%, if you do not use your goddamn turn signal, I fucking hate you. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a list of what I don't like people, my people don't like me.
Please turn your attention to this side of the room. Thank you.
Let's go, Jeremy! Yeah.
Greg, scoot up. Don't tell me what to do. You can't see.
So I just thought I'd bring up a fun couple topics. Toast. I brought up a fun couple topics. They involve mostly Tahoe. The world is not ready to know what is at the bottom of Lake Tahoe. So I came up with a few theories of my own among the ones that already exist, such as Tahoe Tessie is a pretty famous one, the huge fish and a bunch of dead bodies. Here's the theory number one. A bunch of ancient artifacts, stones. At the bottom of Lake Tahoe, something the world may not be ready for are very mythical stones that that guy who took the submarine down may not have really cared to obtain. Dead bodies and mattresses. Because Tahoe is a huge destination for the past century or so, it's very possible that, this is a famous picture from The Godfather Part 1, leave the gun, take the cannoli. They go to get mattresses and dispose of waste.
Best part of the movie.
So, catch line. Ancient artifacts, there could be, the world may not really be able to accept that there could be like an ancient spacecraft at the bottom. And on the right, that's depleted uranium. There could be a bunch of that at the bottom of Lake Tahoe.
That's why it's so clear.
That's not my main theory. Not lastly, crawfish that have decided to spend time fostering their embryos to become more adept to the lake, avoid capture, and eventually evolve to be intelligent enough to create an ark of some sort to allow Tahoe species to succeed humans evolutionarily. Also, I just wanted to add, I've been seeing a lot of dogs in the library recently. We all know that Tahoe dogs are very popular. It would make sense if they soon evolved to be able to use the library database, flush the toilet themselves, and then lastly, but most importantly, bring you your coffee. I think people domesticate their dogs that well. Another theory is that at the bottom there's a traversable wormhole to ancient Greece or Atlantis. That's convincing because it's so murky and there are many crevasses that have been unexplored in the base of Tahoe still. What I actually believe is the only reason that someone would think that we're not capable enough to become adept to what's at the bottom of Lake Tahoe is this reason. I think that the explorer wanted to allow 5 or 10 years to obtain treasure that's at the bottom of Lake Tahoe. This is the famous pile of gold from Pirates of the Caribbean, the ride at Disneyland.
It's real gold, right? That's just the bottom of Lake Tahoe.
So this is one topic. These are just thoughts of what could be at the bottom of Lake Tahoe. I have just one more thing to add. And I was in strategies today because I failed biology last semester and was talking to Ryan. He's a good mentor, he's a nice guy. I said, let's get material. And he said, give me a second. He threw me a copy of Wired magazine. It's fun technology to read about. And there was an interesting article about the most attractive things that you can have on your online dating profile. The most attractive things that you could have written. So I thought it was really interesting that people, the summaries that this article, it was like the centerfold article, it was the main topic. So I made a little chart I annotated and made a little chart about what is attractive for men and women to have listed on their profile and what is seemed very unattractive. There were things all around the middle, and some of them weren't that interesting. So for gentlemen, it's good to shallowly talk about how about mating, teeth, being a workaholic, being confident, being interested in nonfiction, weddings, meditation, and chocolate.
What about pictures with dogs?
I would imagine a picture of a dog.
Babies.
Perfect. Yeah.
Babies.
Seems like you have or babies kissing a baby on the forehead. Got the right idea.
I'll finish one real quick.
Okay. Something that's not attractive is Nirvana, reggae, talking about your computer, karaoke because you're most likely to not have a good singing voice, Vegas, and sucking. There's a lot of funny stuff for women too. It's hilarious. I'll pass the mic. But the most attractive thing is to say that your favorite band is Radiohead.
I will agree wholeheartedly with that statement. Radiohead for the win. Non-fiction, not for the win. So next, thank you very much, Jeremy. Oh yes, so our wonderful, wonderful Ophelia. But she has a life and like stuff she wants to do, so she's packing up to go. So if you guys want food still, get it right.
Sandwiches rock.
Sandwiches.
Sammy's.
You, baby.
Sammy's.
Carly is going to read something. A very brief something, right? Or do you want to go next? You want me to wait? Okay, we're going to have Maddie Ambrose up at the mic.
Yes,
Hey, turn the lights on.
How do you turn the lights on? Thank you.
Cool. Escape hatch pried aside, right beneath the rope. Gust must be hope. Shuffling sprint, build a stride. Tell God and his hop house boys I'm one dimension over the urge. I drop the measuring cup, never. No. Tell God and his hop house boys I dropped the measuring cup, never touched his stepson's holy veins, never much like the stuff. 50 separate signatures to be analyzed. I'm a courtroom science project, drive it home, I'm in denial. Read one chapter to a pulp, Delta Bravo 5, bookshelf medicines, grip my lapse distorted mind, so I'll experiment with 80 or 81. Glowing exit signs, single file by myself in the Lackawanna line. I bought the life and I bought the farm as a ragdoll with translucent arms. I was a hustler selling bankers lies. I blew the safe wide open, deja vu, pawned some sacks of bags, joined the blacklist and sold my mind. Recovering or smothering, spin the globe, keep muttering, Stonehenge movements randomized. I'll swing Spike Street poker, lassos whirling at the flies in the sky, my skin evaporates, someone else has gotta die. Fill every last canyon with dust, may my trail scar uncharted arrows and rust. Fill every last canyon with dust, may my trail scar uncharted arrows and rust. Jump onto the school kill with my crosshairs on the bell. I'll take sulfuric striker notions. I swear to my muse I'll give it hell. An I-95 apple picker, pick this misery. I'm an empire orchard digger, slipping poison to Miss Liberty. An eastern seaboard Aries, a wrecking ball Magellan. Once all have hit the ocean floor, who the fuck titles the felons? My concluding meditation, my ascension to the crows. Through invisible binoculars, I'll watch the credits roll. Escape hatch welded closed, spiraling black hole, the winds repose, floating lonesome apocalypse. So tell God and his clergy vermin I'm one dimension over the urchin with maggots and our hand-read arrow tips. Boulevard, sunset, please say my name. For the love of God, please howl my name. Fill every last canyon with dust. May my trail scar uncharted arrows and rust.
Fill every last canyon with dust. Make my trail scar uncharted airs and rust.
And that probably's gonna mean something. She's not competing! Stop calling people cheaters, all of you, peanut gallery.
No, get through the hallways first.
I should have probably done it formally, because I don't know if I can follow that.
Got it.
Alright. I hope you're doomed to spend the rest of your life on the bottom bunk of a youth hostel surrounded by Dutch kids on this who don't believe in deodorant.
Yeah.
I hope your hair falls out, but only on one side and you never find a hat that looks good on you. I hope your tires get slashed every time you stop to buy weed and every tow truck driver is helping someone who actually deserves it. I hope that whenever you start to fall in love with someone, they move to any one of the 10 cities that come up when I Google worst places in the world. But I hope that your hands fall off and you become flexible enough to bend in half so you spend the rest of your lonely, horny days sucking your own dick. But most of all, I hope your heart is filled with the most brilliant and passionate poetry that has ever been thought of, and you forget how to talk and you can't write because your hands already fell off, and then maybe you'll understand how hard it is to write about what you did to me. Because I don't know if I still love you, but I know that when I think of you, I feel like an ice cube on a hot sidewalk that's never allowed to melt completely. But no matter how much time I spent writing angry poems and raging about you to my friends, I've spent more time lying awake trying to imagine the color of your eyes and the way your ribs hurt me perfectly when we hugged. And no matter how many times you push me away, I know that no matter how much I'll hate myself when I do, I will always come back to you. Even if it's just staying up all night on the phone with you when the shadows start moving and you haven't slept for days. So I hope someday you read this. But I also hope you never do, because then maybe you'll know how much it hurts to see your name on my Facebook feed and you'll disappear again. So I really hope you're happy, being nothing to me but the name I accidentally call out in bed, because the sex we had was fucking shameless and I loved every second of it.
Now we have Max.
How y'all doing tonight? Oh yeah, it's midterm week, fuck. Alright y'all, high school was one of the hardest parts of my life, but I tried to make it fun. I was that big kid, that big orange kid. All these kids are like, hey, it's Big Red, man. Yeah, that's me. Going in the first week of school, I had to make a plan. I decided to join my hero. I was gonna do exactly what my hero did. My hero was Fat Albert, man. Hell yeah. Hey, hey, hey! I decided the first day of school, I was gonna walk to school in a certain way. No, 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 gonna have a good time. Hey, 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 yeah! I also had a plan B, man. When everyone said was gonna make a fat joke about me, I was gonna go, hey, hey, hey! And I did it. First person, my math teacher. Damn! Hey, hey, hey! Man, you know what? The other day I was at the movies, man. I went and saw 300. Haven't seen it yet? It's fucking awesome, man. But every time I go to the good movie, the same thing happens. Right when the good part happens, my body starts talking to me. Hey, go to the bathroom. No, dude, this is a good part, though. I talk to my body. And 2 minutes later, go to the bathroom. Pee your pants. No, this is the best part, man. And people in the audience are hearing me because I'm talking. Right in the middle of the movie. Shut up! Sorry. Just the bathroom part problem, Yeah. See how it is. Right now it's the same thing. Whenever I'm in front of people, gotta go to the bathroom. No, I can't do it right now. Oh yeah. I'm ready to go. About a week, biggest holiday of the year. My favorite holiday ever. Biggest holiday of the year, Got my dance ready? Yeah, I got my orange. Oh wait, it's green is the color. Why did they make green the color of St. Patrick's Day? It's a freaking leaf, man. Why? When you think of Irish people, what do you think of? You think of the orange beards, man. The sex appeal is all the girls like, you know? You know, I don't understand it. Why are national holidays all made up of paints? All the colors, you know? You think of Thanksgiving, or you think of Halloween. It's about a pumpkin, man, an orange pumpkin. Or you think of Christmas, man, it's a Christmas tree. But yeah, you know, my favorite final joke for you guys tonight about midterms, you know? You gotta have fun. I know it's stressful, I know it's hard, but you gotta have fun. The other day, my friend came up to me and was like, hey Max, you gotta Facebook Jeremy for me. So I went over to Jeremy and I started hitting him in the face with an encyclopedia. He's like, what are you doing, man? I'm Facebooking you.
And then we're gonna have some musicians. Yes.
Are the musicians the last name?
Yes.
Okay.
Me?
Musicians.
Musician.
Out of many. One. If you are eating McDonald's by choice and not necessity, you are too comfortable. If you require a power strip to recharge all your devices overnight, you are too comfortable. If you are drinking bacon martinis, if you are a tough girl, Trustafarian, you are a liar and you are too comfortable. If you are infuriated by the fact that your electric razor and your vibrator are only one fucking speed, you're too comfortable. If you call your psychiatrist to fax an early refill notice to your pharmacist, you're too comfortable. If you're making hoods for all the other enlightened bimbos at the festival, you're too comfortable.
Yeah.
If you're still playing dumb to get fucked by dumber men. If you aren't going to eat tonight because there wasn't a fucking vegan option on the specials board,
Yeah!
you're too comfortable. If the credit card you just bought that vegan dinner with has someone else's name on it, you're too fucking comfortable. If you're having unprotected sex with anybody, you're too comfortable. If you do not believe the youth of America is drowning in a pool of oil while they are blinded by their iPads, you're too comfortable. If you drive your mother's Audi, if you think Big Brother is a show on television,
Yeah.
if you believe that humans have the capacity to be sustainable, you're too comfortable.
Yeah.
You realize that genocide, child armies, gendercide, rape camps are fucking real and relevant to you. You are too comfortable. If you are living in the Lake Tahoe Basin, you are too comfortable. If you are angry, frustrated, aggressive, belligerent, pugnacious, nauseous, sick, crippled by what the media does not want you to know, if you are assumed to be danger to society, if you are fed up, if you refuse to be scared straight, if you have a properly functioning physical body, stand up. Show them your fucking fists. Your activity on Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, your blog have gone unnoticed this long and will continue to be unseen by everyone besides the fucking NSA. Away from the keyboard and up to the marble pillars inscribed E pluribus unum, out of many, one. Dip the paintbrush in the wound. Dip the paintbrush in the wound the men before you salted and paint Pennsylvania Avenue red.
Yeah.
Webcam with duct tape, dive bomb the ballot box, motivate yourself because nobody else is fucking required to, hit the cops back, and there is no room at the fucking inn, so stay outside and get uncomfortable.
Okay. Now that you guys know my
Funk this.
We need funk.
I love it. Funk.
No, funk you.
Yeah, man, fuck you. I mean,
Yeah, David.
How's everybody doing? All right, so as you know, the Open was a bit of a competition for Moolah. I have disqualified all of, and to their chagrin, disqualified everybody in my Open, my spoken word class. Sorry, guys. Disqualified Emily. Sorry, Emily. I'm sorry. I don't know if you know where the hell I came from, because I just rose from the dust or whatever. Connor, see me in a little bit, and I'll give you the $2,000.
One, two, three.
Yeah, go ahead and sing along.
Promised land. So a guy walks into a bar. And the guy walks up to me and says, "Hey, how you doing?" The guy comes up to me and says, "I'm not."
Perfect. A little loud.
I really wish you'd be quiet this because it's not gonna sound good unless
Your mind's where's Loretta?
How long is your preliminary?
a couple minutes. We're gonna in a couple minutes.
Couple minutes. Hold on, top straight.
Let me just get in the middle here.
Yeah, you look better.
You got it? I think we're good.
Hunter, you good? Hunter, are you good? Good sound? Alright, how's it going, everybody?
Good.
How's it going, everybody? Thank you, Giant. Kawhi boy right there. First of all, a lot of tough acts to follow. There's some fucking lyrical genius here tonight.
Emily.
Round of applause to the poets tonight. God damn. Poets in this house tonight. Anyways, we're the Names in Progress. It's been a while since we've been on stage here tonight. Almost a year. We got some band drama. Anyways, we got Colton Dawson on the drums. We got Hunter Parsons on the lead guitar. And I guess I ate the leftovers, baby, you know what I'm saying? This is a song we like to play from time to time when we're drunk, which we are now. Just for fun. It's called Oh My God. Girls that I'm looking Oh, she looks so good when she moves. Oh my God.
You're even more beautiful when you're playing the guitar. Hunter, great solo for whatever it was you were doing over here. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Great turnout. You guys are fucking killer.